Oh, hello. Welcome to Doctors M&M Tuesday Health Talks. You caught us looking at our phones. Our subject today that we're going to talk about is a very important subject, and it has to do with text neck. T-E-X-T, neck, text neck. From looking down at our tablets and our phones, maybe our laptops.
So basically the first thing we'd like to start off here is just talk about how your head is like a 12-pound bowling ball. So it's supposed to be, positioned right above the spine, straight up in line and everything, and that causes less of stress on that cervical spine, that neck area. As you look down, your posture, as you tilt your head forward, the weight of that human bowling ball, your head, comes forward and increases in weight and up to 60 pounds when you're looking down in that way. That's similar to you holding your 8-year-old child on your neck, for that certain amount of time.
And of course, not only is it the adults that are using this, but we see kids, all day on their phones. I know even in our office, the parents will bring in maybe a 3-year-old and they're on a tablet or on a phone watching a movie. So we know that this is a problem, and the reason it's a problem for the young kids, especially the younger ones, is their bones are still soft, their ligaments are still soft, they're still kind of in that developmental stage, and you hate to see them get a reversed curve because of the use of those phones. So I believe that there's some things that you can try to do to train your kids at an early age to make sure that we try to slow down or even stop that process. Because we know as time goes on, sometimes you'll see that hump develop on the back of that area back here, and sometimes you'll notice that either they call it the old man or the old lady syndrome, where they start walking like this sideways, and so we don't want to see that. We want to make sure that we don't end up with symptoms of disc problems or decay in those discs. Some of those can lead to not only headaches, but tension and stress in the neck and the shoulders. Sometimes if those discs get really torn because of that repetitive motion, you may even see things that develop into arm and hand problems because the nerves that come out of the neck actually go right down into those areas and down into those arms. Dr. Ben, I think you were talking about some of the things that people can do to try to help themselves with this technology, the amazing technology, of course, that maybe you're even watching this video on today.
Yep, so one of the things is just holding your cell phone up higher so that it's not down and looking at it when you're sitting on the couch, when you're sitting in a chair or anything. Hold it up a little bit higher, and it could help, so you're not looking down. Same thing with like a monitor or your laptop. Don't put your laptop on your chest and look down at your screen. If you had a workstation, see if you can raise the monitor up, cause you not to look down at the monitor but have it eye level. That could really help throughout the whole day if you're at a desk job.
Yep, I think one of the things I notice with my patients that come in that have neck problems, headache problems, maybe they already have some of that reverse curve, maybe they don't, I do encourage them to, even if they talk to their employers, a lot of times the employers will be willing to even help out so that they have a more productive person, and their head is not hurting and their neck is not hurting, but is to get your monitors up at eye level. Try to make sure you're looking straight at them at eye level. Don't try to turn left and look at it all day, or turn right and look at it, or look down. Those are some tips that you can do, and sometimes it's not even going to cost you any money. Sometimes you can set your monitors on some books that are sitting around, or they do have more fancy monitor stands that you can use to raise those up. I have one of those in my office to make sure that I look, because I'm on a computer with our electronic health records all day long, and so I try to look straight ahead with mine. Any other exercises or things that people could do to?
Yeah, there's a couple exercises. Chin retractions, which is just tucking your chin in, almost like you making like a double chin, and then other stuff where you're pulling your shoulders back to strengthen those muscles, like your traps and other muscles between your shoulder blades, there to get your shoulders back so that it opens up your chest a little bit. Another big thing too is just adjusting the cervical spine, coming in for adjustments. And
so I think today our biggest part of this health tip is that this is one of those things, our phones, these great phones and tablets that help us do a lot of convenient things. We can shop online, we can help us get around with the maps, we can text which is where the name TexNet came from. All of our friends and family. So great things. We're going to use those technology items, but we want to do them in a smart way. We want to make sure that we don't have those detrimentally affect our health and affect especially our spine. That spine is definitely the highway, those nerves from your head, your computer up there, all the way down to the rest of the spine. So with this video, if you have watched this, hopefully it's been educational for you. Hopefully we've been able to help you with our Tuesday health talk today. And we'd like to offer, if you go to on the bottom of the screen here, you'll see that link where we'll let you go to that link and put in your email, and we'll let you come into the office if you want to do that and talk to you, see if you've got TexNet, talk to you about some of those things you might be having that could be going on in there. And we will also, with this video, we'll give you a free side view x-ray. So turn to your side, we have a digital x-ray, and we can take a picture of that from the side, your neck from the side, to see if there is any early development of that TexNet or the reverse curve in the spine. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's health talk, and we will check in with you next week. Hope to see you in the office. Thank you.
Thank you.